Good evening, everyone. We are in our new session of using GoldWave with screen reader, and this is session number 3. I thank you, everyone who have already joined, and we will be joining to this class after some times, I believe. Okay, in these last two sessions, we have learned some basics, especially some boarding stuff. Only interesting thing I believe that the peak and the recording stuff. Other than that, we have just done the boarding configurations and all. So we are moving little slowly. I wanted to go deep so that you don't miss anything in terms of the practical usage of the GoldWave. I'm not going very deep in terms of the theory. So I hope that it is helping you people. Now, as you know, the format of the workshop first will be a Q&A session where you can ask any question regarding the class or classes which we have already taken, and then I'll discuss something, and then again there will be a Q&A session where you can ask anything related to GoldWave or correlated to GoldWave. Okay, and as you know that I take attendance. Now please write down your name anytime in between the class in the chat area, so that after the class I can just check it. Now I'm the one person over here maintaining everything, so I cannot look at the chat area while the class is running. And so if you have any questions directly to me, don't write in the chat area, because I don't read it in the time of the class. So if you have any question to me, just ask me in between. Okay, and then it will be very good to go. So it is 7:08 p.m. in my time. So let's start it. For you, it's the Q&A session. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask.
Good evening, sir. This is Payal.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello. Yes,
Haha, yes,
sir. I
yes.
have two questions. The first one is that, as you said in the previous classes, that with the help of Control F9, if we pause the recording and again if we need to resume from that, what is the key for that? And the second question is that if while recording, the sound of the screen reader is also getting recorded, so how to avoid that?
Okay, fine. Regarding your first question, if you press Ctrl F9 to start recording or even F9 to start recording, you can either press the stop button by pressing Ctrl F8, or you can press the pause button by pressing Ctrl F7. Now, if you press the pause button by pressing Ctrl F7, you can easily resume it by pressing Ctrl F9. But you may wish to
Okay.
stop the recording and maybe listen the recording which you have already done, and then after that you want to add some more thing in the same file. I mean, you want to record more. In that case, you need to press shift plus the end key, and today we will discuss in detail actually. So shift plus end key will move your marker, start marker, to the end of your current file, and then you can press Ctrl F9 and it will again start the recording from the end of your previous recording. Okay, and in terms of
Okay.
your second query, now there may be two problems. One, you are recording using your laptop own microphone without any headphone, and your jaws or any screen reader NVDA is coming from your laptop speaker as well. So the sound is getting
Hmm.
captured by your laptop microphone only. So if that is the case, then
Hmm.
unfortunately you'll have to use headphone, for at least for your screen reader. You can use your headphone just to listen, and use your laptop's own microphone to record. You can do that. It's not like if you connect a headphone, you need to record using your headphones microphone, because all of the headphones microphones are not that great. Okay, but to avoid your screen reader's sound getting captured, you need to use headphones so that your jaws or NVDA's sound comes from the headphone itself, not from the loudspeaker of your laptop. And the second thing may happen if you select one of the loop back option in the GoldWave properties and device tab as your input source. Loop back means it will record all the things which is coming from your speaker. I mean your output, default output. Okay, so your jaws is coming from
Okay.
your output, so it is getting recorded. Okay, so make sure that you are using your microphone as your input source, and your JAWS or screen NVDA is not coming from your loudspeaker or laptop speaker. Okay, and then you can only avoid your screen reader getting recorded. There is another way actually. If you don't touch your PC after pressing the record button, then the only thing which will get recorded is record or control F9. If you are using add-on or script, it will
Yes,
say
that is
record.
only, yeah, that is only
Ha,
getting recorded. Yeah.
getting recorded. Now to avoid this, you can use delayed recording feature. Okay, which you can find in the GoldWave record tab. What is the
Hmm.
delayed recording feature? After pressing the hotkey like F9 or control F9, it will not start the recording immediately. You can put up a time like 3 seconds, for example. So you are pressing control F9, JAWS is saying record, and then after 3 seconds it will actually start recording. But obviously you need to remember that you don't speak or don't play
The
your
counting.
thing. Yeah. Okay. So that is an alternate way to get rid of this issue.
Okay, okay. And so the second thing which you said, that to route the sound of the screen reader to the microphone. So is it the same thing which you said in the previous class, that we have to do it with the utilities well option? This,
Yeah.
how to
Now,
route the, yeah.
now you see, if you connect your headphone, I'm telling you the default behavior of the laptop. If you connect a
Hmm.
headphone in your laptop, automatically headphone gets set as your default device. That means your JAWS sound is coming from your headphone, and if you have a microphone in your headphone, then that microphone is also set as default. Now
Hmm.
if you want, like, okay, I'll record from my headphones microphone, then fine, no problem. But if you want, okay, my headphone is only for my screen reader, but I'll record using my laptop's microphone, then you have two ways. Either you can go to the sound control panel, as I told you, like going to the run dialog and press type mmsys.cpl, and from the recording tab, after connecting your headphone, you should get two microphone. Okay, like
Okay.
one will be internal and another will be external. Now sometimes it is confusing, okay, because both the microphones are named as microphone. So what I do
Okay.
usually, I disconnect the headphone and I should only find one microphone which is my laptop's internal one, and I rename it as something like internal microphone, so it will be easier for me to find the actual one which is my headphones microphone and which is my internal one. Okay, so you may wish to rename the name of the microphone from the properties menu in the general tab to something else. Now, as I stated that when you are connecting your headphone speaker or headphone is the default device, and your headphones microphone is the default device by default. It is the default behavior
Hmm.
of Windows. Now you can
Hmm.
select your internal microphone and set it as default. Okay, so just select your headphones, I'm sorry, internal microphone, and press tab maybe one or two times, and you should get set as default button. So you can do it that way. So even if you are connecting headphone, your default microphone is your laptop's own microphone. Or you can do the other way. After connecting the headphone, you just go to the GoldWave, go to the control properties by pressing F11, go to the device tab, and from the recording input combo box, you select your internal microphone. Okay, manually. Just select your internal microphone. In that case, whatever microphone is connected, GoldWave will only record using your internal, I mean, laptop's own microphone. And in
Okay.
any case, if you want to route your JAWS to something else, because by default it is set to default Windows device. So whatever the default device is, I mean output device, JAWS will give its output through this default device. Now you can go to the
Hmm.
utilities menu and sound card summon, and from there you can choose a specific sound card as your JAWS output. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Anything else from anybody?
Actually, sir, my query is that, as you told, after pressing F9, and when I will stop the recording, and I have played that, and after that I have pressed Shift plus End, okay, for going in the end of that recordings.
Mm.
Then I press Control F9 again for starting the recording,
Mm.
but it is recording. It is being getted recorded. But the problem is what, when I stop the recording and then I want to listen both
Mm.
first and second both, but it
Mm.
is playing only second one.
Yeah, because you are pressing the space bar to play your audio. Now when you are
Yes, sir,
let's
definitely.
say you have recorded 2 minutes of audio first, then you have recorded another 3 minutes, and you have pressed shift plus end key before placing the record button for the second time. That means when you are recording the last 3 minutes, that portion is selected. So you have two ways to play the whole thing. Either you can press Control plus A to select everything, I mean first part and the second part, and press the space bar to play it, or you can press the play all button. So if you followed my suggestion, in that case the play one button should be your F2 key. In that case you even don't need to select the whole thing. You can just press F2 and it will play everything from the beginning to the end.
Okay, so I have a query with
Yeah.
GoldWave with JavaScript. So
Mhm.
as when I was using NVIDIA add-on in GoldWave, when I select some portion of audio, start marker and finish marker, the NVIDIA tells the time like
Okay.
start 0.00, but
Yes,
JAWS
yes.
is not saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Though I am using JavaScript.
Actually, the thing is, I have sent you my script, which I have slightly modified and which I am actually currently using, and I have turned this announcement off. Okay. So what you can do, you can press Alt plus Shift plus M for marker to turn it on. Okay. So it is a toggle button. If you
Okay.
press it once, it will say off. That means if you press left or right bracket, JAWS will not announce the start marker and the finish marker's position. But if you turn it on by pressing Alt, Shift and M, then it will announce. Okay.
Okay, so another question is when I press Control plus F9 or F9 to start recording, then GoldWave give me a dialog box in each time, a record dialog box. So I have to press escape key or Alt plus
What is the
F6
dialog
to
box?
close this dialog box.
Can you tell me what is the?
Record, fast forward, etc. etc.
So that means it is showing you the control window by default. So if you followed
But
my
how can
suggestion,
I stop?
yeah, I told you in the first class, from the control properties and from the record tab, you need to uncheck show settings window. That should be unchecked. Okay.
Okay,
And
okay,
then
okay.
this dialog will not come by default.
Okay, and tell me where is the location from where I can set up my memory, because I am unable to find
From the
option.
options menu,
So can
if you
you
press Alt plus O from the option menu,
yes
there you should get the storage option.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anybody have any more question?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in the last class, matlab, in order to delete any, suppose I am recording any poem, है ना?
Mhm.
And suppose I sound like, and I have to delete this one. So I have to first select this part, na? First I have to select this part, then I have to delete.
Yes. Now that selection
Suppose,
method
sir,
and all.
suppose, sir, there is a 4-line. Yeah, sir. Please
Yeah,
continue,
actually,
sir. Please
the, the
continue.
the the selection method I have not discussed it yet, but today I'll discuss how to select a portion of audio and all. That is actually today's topic, you can say. Okay.
Okay, so another question I have, as per our previous class, you have said that we should check our peak value of our microphone, but if you repeat it in short, because I have forgotten, but because I cannot do it.
Okay, I'll show you. Okay, because we need to go to the quick dialogue today at the beginning for 2-3 minutes. Okay, and then I'll show you how to do that again. No problem. Anything else, or we can move to our main topic for today? Okay, fine. Then I'm moving to our focus topic of today. So I'm giving you my GoldWave first, and then I'll give you my
Leaving menus.
JAWS.
Slower.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please.
Okay, please, I have a query
Mm-hmm.
on my laptop. So I using the F2, F3 to either pause and play. So
Mm-hmm.
my system, I'll have to hold down my F key,
Okay.
FN key before I can perform that task. So is there
Yeah.
any way for me to remove that feature on my system so that if I press F2, F2 will just activate immediately? Because it's
Okay.
kind of stressful for me, and I'm
Yeah,
using
yeah, yeah,
HP
sure,
laptop.
sure. I'm
Thank you.
99% sure that you can get rid of this issue, but you need sighted assistance for once. You need to go to the BIOS setup. Okay. So most of the cases, while your laptop is turning on, you need to press F2 a couple of times to go to the BIOS settings, and from the BIOS setup, you need to alter these settings. Now, I cannot tell you the actual term of these settings. Okay, but you should go to something like system configuration or something like that. There is multiple tabs in the BIOS setup, so you should go there in the system configuration or system settings or something like that, and there you'll find options something like alternate function keys or related to function keys. I have forgot the actual term, and it depends from brand to brand, but it is very much self-explanatory. If you just show somebody that what are the options there in the BIOS, especially in the system tab or configuration tab, you will get that option. And if you alter these settings, so if it is checked, just uncheck that. If it is unchecked, check that, and then you save your settings in the BIOS. And next time you can just directly press your function keys and it will perform the default action. Other than that, if you want the media functions, you can press your Fn key plus that key. So it is basically reverse. It will reverse your actions if you set up that way. So you need such sighted assistant for one time. Okay, just go to the BIOS setup, and from there you can change your default action. So I showed you to see the peak value, and I also told you that your peak should not be more than -6. Now again, I'm recapping how to check that. You need to press your record button. You need to start your recording. For example,
File Untitled 1. Time 1.
I'm already opened a new file. Okay, I'm closing that.
Confirm dialog. Do no.
No file.
So I'm opening
Okay,
a new
I
file.
have another query.
Yes.
Okay. Just in your case, George is saying untitled new file or file untitled, just like that. But in my case, George is saying that the open file is blah blah blah. So the
Yeah.
open file is take a little bit time, which I don't want. So
Okay.
how can I solve
Now
it?
that is the JAWS setup, actually JAWS settings. Now there is the profile like beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Mine is selected to intermediate. Okay, which I like, because if you select the beginner
Okay,
profile,
actually, I want to get the options, but I am unable to find. So can you please tell me where is the options to change beginner to
okay,
intermediate?
I think it should be in the basics, or I actually do it from the startup wizard under the help menu.
Yes,
Uh,
actually startup wizard. But I did in the last time when I
JAWS
have
context
installed
menu.
JAWS,
Options sub
I
basics
did
dot
not
dot
get
dot
the
enter.
startup
Leaving
wizard.
menus.
That's
Basics
why I
sub.
am
so you
facing
can
this.
just go it manually. You can just go from the help menu. If you go to the help menu, and from there you'll get your startup wizard and the hotkey is Z. I mean, from the help menu, if you press Z or if you press down arrow.
Access automatically prompt to confirm automatic notify run JAWS from show virtual use keyboard Windows system advanced OK.
No,
Alt
here
plus.
in the basic settings, best way to go with the startup wizard. Okay.
GoldWave.
Okay.
GoldWave.
Thank
No
you.
file.
Now I'm creating a new file by pressing Ctrl N.
New sound dialog. Quality and duration 2 left paren stereo right paren.
And in my case, now today, I think I was just casually recording my keyboard, so my keyboard is connected, and so I'm selecting my stereo file instead of mono. If I record from my microphone, I should select mono.
Enter. File Untitled 2.
Now I'm in the file Untitled 2. I'm pressing Ctrl F9 to start the recording. So it is basically recording now, though I'm not saying, I mean, I'm not playing anything. Now, the way it is set it up, I mean, I have set up my GoldWave, it will record everything. So it is kind of loop back. So my voice is also getting recorded. If I press keyboard, it will also be recorded. So I'm going to the control dialog by pressing Alt F6. So just remember, my recording is turned on.
Control dialog. Play 3.
And now I'll press tab.
Rewind. Fast forward. Record stop. Setup. Record 29. Record 30 point. Record 31. Read only edit.
See, while it is saying read only edit, now here I'll press up and down arrow.
Record 37.2 left paren minus 0.00 minus 0.00.
So I'm pressing up and down arrow and it is saying minus 0.00, which is too loud, obviously. Why it is saying like this, and why, as I suggested you people to set up like minus 6, and you can see my microphone is at minus 0. Because now GoldWave is recording everything, and this microphone where I'm talking right now, I'm using for the class. So here I want the maximum possible gain so that you can hear it properly. So that is why it is showing me 0. Okay, I have set it that way just to get the maximum gain so that you people can hear it properly. Other than that, if I record something else, then I should keep it at minus 6, around minus 6. Now see one thing, why I have again showing you the peak dialog. One thing I missed, or I didn't get time enough in the last day, which is see, it is 0.
Record 141. 0 left paren minus 0.00 minus 0.0.
Now I'm talking very softly. Okay, you see, I'm talking very softly. Still,
Record 152. 0 left paren minus 0.0.
Still it was showing 0. Why? Because GoldWave remembers the loudest peak. So let's say I have started recording, okay, and I have shouted like, hey, and then I was like, okay, Jack and Jill went up the hill. So it will only remember or stick to the loudest part, which was hey. Okay, so if you want, like, okay, let's say I have turned down the gain of my microphone because it was too loud. Still I'm getting 0. Then I can reset the peak. Okay, so see, to reset the peak, you need to press the letter R in this read only area and it will reset it. So I'll talk very softly after resetting the peak so you can see. Now it is
Record 246. 5 left paren minus 0.00.
I think it will also capture my jaws sound. So let's see what happens. So I'm talking very softly and pressing R.
Record 258. 8 left paren minus 9.81 minus 9.8.
So now it is minus 9.
Record 305. 0 left paren minus 7.10 minus 7.1.
Now I'll press my piano.
Record 318. 2 left paren minus 7.10 minus 7.1.
So my piano was perfectly all right. Normally if I just want to record my piano, it is not more than minus 7. Maybe I need to increase a little bit of gain, but still I am less than minus 6. I am okay. So what I was trying to show you that if you want to reset your peak, because GoldWave is remembering the maximum peak, you can press the letter R, okay, in this read only area. There is one more hotkey, which is pause kind of. I don't know the actual term of it, but pause the peak or hold the peak, better to say hold the peak. Let's say I know that if I speak normally, the volume will be 0, okay, maximum gain will be 0. Now I have reset my peak, and then I'm talking like that. Hello, so that will be my normal voice. I am talking very softly, and I found that my gain was minus 7. Then if I press P, it will pause or hold the peak. So if I even go louder, hello, still it will be minus 7. So it will basically hold the peak. So what are the hotkey we are getting in this dialog? One, D for daily. That will change from dB to percent and percent to dB. By default, it shows in percentage value, which I personally don't recommend. If you press D, it will move back to dB. You can press R to reset the peak. Okay, so it will start from the scratch, or you can press your P key anytime to pause or to hold the currently loudest peak. Okay, and if you are done, you can just go back to your main sound window by pressing Alt Shift F6.
Alt Shift F6. File Untitled 2.
And then you can stop recording, and then you can. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you repeat the shortcut? The alt shortcut you have mentioned.
Yeah, sure. Now, to go to the control dialog, you need to press Alt plus F6. From there, you need to tab multiple times to get the read only dialog. It will say read only, and it will announce the peak and all. There you can press D to toggle from percentage to dB or dB to percentage value. Okay, and obviously I'm talking about the peak value. You can press R reset to reset your peak, maximum peak, or you can press P pause to hold your currently loudest peak. Okay, so these are the hotkeys. So that's all about peak. Now we will go with the next thing, which is
Time 5:14.
I'm stopping the recording and deleting
Deleted.
everything.
W.
Now see, we have learned that we are having three buttons: play all, as the name suggests, it will play everything; play selection, which is our space bar or F4, or play 3 button, as I have suggested you to do, which will play only the selected portion of audio. How to select the audio, I'll tell you today. Now play 2 will play the audio and just avoid the selected part of the audio. For example, I have recorded 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now I have selected 3 4 5, so it will say 1 2, and then it will directly go to 6 7 8, whatever it is. Okay, but let's say I am having a 1 hour long file and I have selected maybe, let's say, from 40 minutes to 45 minutes, and then if I press the play unselected button, which is play 2 button in our case, it will not play from beginning to the end, avoiding or skipping those time selection like 40 to 45 minutes. It will not do that. Maybe it will play from 30 minutes to 50 minutes or so. Now how much it will play, it depends on the zoom, which we'll talk obviously what is zoom and how to proceed with that. Okay, so and obviously play selection I told you earlier, and play all is basically playing all. Whether something is selected, whether something is unselected, doesn't matter, it will play from the beginning to the end. So these are the three buttons which we have selected. Now F5 will rewind, F6 will fast forward, F7 will pause, and F8 will stop your audio. Now in GoldWave we are having two cursors. One is your play cursor and one is your edit cursor. Okay, and those are independent. When we are talking about F2 to F8, all the things are related to play cursor. Okay, now I'm
Time 0.0.
quickly recording something just to demonstrate something for you.
Time.
So this is the audio which I have recorded. Now you can see I can play everything. I
Excuse
can.
me, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry to interrupt. Can you please tell once how have you recorded this audio and how should we record the pic? Can you please tell, because I was not able to get it.
Recording audio, you can press Ctrl plus N to go to a new file, and then there will be some properties. You just press enter after choosing your properties, and then you can press Ctrl plus F9 to start recording, Ctrl plus F8 to stop recording, Ctrl plus F7 to pause the recording. If you want to see,
No. I'm not talking about that, sir. I
okay,
want to as like you have recorded like pic. Yes, sir.
yes. While I am recording,
So how
I
should I
wanted,
record the pic? I'm talking about the pic.
yeah, I mean, why peak means the loudest sound which GoldWave is getting from me, from the input source. So every time, even just while I was recording that piano,
Okay.
there was the peak, the loudest part it was showing visually, someone can see it. But we can go there in the control dialog by pressing alt
Yeah.
plus F6, and we need to press tab key multiple times to go to the read only area, and there we can find the loudest portion or the loudest value of our signal.
Yeah.
Okay, and obviously when we are going to record something, you do need to
Using up
test.
down arrow keys.
Yeah, just using up and down arrow keys, it will be a read only edit fail kind of thing. Okay, so you can just read out the value. Okay,
Yeah.
so now you can see that
Yeah.
I'm
I have a
playing.
sir.
Yes.
I have
Ah,
related doubts,
ah,
please.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Sir, after going to the read only edit box, sir, Sir, what we have to next do? Sir, could you please briefly, sir?
What?
Was
Sorry, I
not
didn't get
listening,
your
sir.
voice properly. After going to the read-only edit field?
What we have to do next, sir? Please, in brief, could you please, sir?
Yeah, you can just press up and down arrow while you are talking. Let's say I want to record my piano, okay, and whole piece. Now I was playing very softly. Maybe I want to record a dynamic piece. So sometimes I'll play like, maybe I'll record like this. So what I will do, I'll first do a test recording and play the loudest part. Okay. And then we'll see what is the maximum loudness I'm getting from my GoldWave. If I see that my value is more than -6, like -4, -3, then I'll turn down my piano volume or microphone gain if I'm recording from the microphone. If it is less than -6, then I'm fine. Okay, so that is something I can check from that read-only box, that what is the maximum peak value I'm getting right now from my signal. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So see,
Okay, sir.
Stop my mute my audio.
Sir, we will get our peak value after starting the recording only.
yeah, after starting the recording or even after starting the playback. Okay, like if I want to know my peak of this piano which I have just recorded, I can just go there by pressing Alt F6 and then I can see what is the maximum peak over there. Okay, now I can just play it by any button and I can fast forward it and I can pause it. Again, I can play it using those keys. Now we need to select our audio to do certain action. For example, here you can see I have actually intentionally did this. I have recorded, my input source is selected as loopback. So see, when I am pressing spacebar to play the recorded audio, which I have just recorded, you will get the keyboard noise. Okay, see. So obviously, if I want to send somebody this recording, I don't want this keyboard noise. I need to remove that. Now to remove something, you need to select it, just like a word processor. Okay, if you want to remove a line or word, you need to select it. Now to select your audio, you have two markers. One is start marker and one is finish marker. Your start marker is, or to drop a start marker, you need to press the left bracket key. Just right in the right side of the P, you have the left bracket. Okay, so you need to please press that key to drop a start marker, and similarly to drop a finish marker, you need to press the right bracket key. Now let's say I have recorded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I want to delete 2 and 3. So what I'll do?
Hello, excuse me.
Yes.
Is it possible to check read only after pause?
After pausing your recording?
Yeah.
That is something
Is it
I'll
possible?
New sound dialog.
Suppose,
Quality and duration number.
now I am
File on-
recording and I want to check the read only field. So is it possible after pause?
Control dialog. Records. Stop 0 point. Read only at. Stop 0.0 left paren -7.51. Stop 0.0 left paren -7.51.
Yeah, it can be done.
Or stop 0.0 left paren -7.51. -7.51 right paren.
Is it possible? Is it a pause now?
Stop 0.0.
Yeah, it is now paused.
Okay.
Stop 0.0 left paren minus Alt Shift F6. File untitled 3. Confirm. No. File untitled.
Okay, so you need to select this. So as I was telling you that, for example, I have recorded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I want to delete 2 and 3. So I need to press, or I need to drop the start marker after 1 or before 2, whatever you would like to say. And then I need to press the drop the finish marker after 3 or before 4, whatever you want to tell it. Okay, then I can do something like I can press the delete button. It will delete the selected portion. I can copy it to paste it somewhere else. Just same like word processor. I can cut it, or I can apply some effect, which I'll tell you later on. Okay, so for example, I want to delete this beginning portion where there is keyboard noise. So as the noise is at the very beginning, so I need to press the start marker over there by pressing left bracket. Now the script which I have sent to you, if you press the left bracket key, it will not announce anything because I have actually turned it off. But if you want the announcement, you can press Alt Shift M, Alt plus Shift plus M, and I'm talking about the JAWS script. NVIDIA, it will automatically tell you if you use the add-on, and I don't think that there is any way to stop this if I want. Now in JAWS, you can stop the announcement or you can start the announcement by pressing Alt Shift and M, M for marker.
On.
So I'm turning it on. So I'm pressing left bracket C.
Start 1.020.
Sorry.
Time 15.
So see.
Start 0.000.
So I am at the 0.000. So very beginning I have dropped the start marker by pressing the left bracket key. Okay.
Start 0.000.
And then I'll play and pause. No. Why it is playing from the middle?
Time 15. Finish
And
15.
I'm dropping the finish marker. After some times I'm dropping the finish marker. Now if I press the play selected button, which is spacebar in my case, or play 3 button, I can hear only the selected portion of the audio. So see, only the noise, keyboard noise and the mic noise. I have accidentally touched my microphone. Okay, and then I can press the delete button. Now if I want to see, okay, let's see, I have selected this portion. Now I want to see if I delete this, then how it will sound like. So in that case, I want to play the unselected portion of the audio. In that case, we will press the play 2 button. That means F3. See, there is no noise. There is no noise. So I can now happily press the delete button.
Deleted.
And that portion is now deleted. Now I can press the play all button, which is F1, F2, and it will play it back. Now I can pause it. Okay, and then I can again press my start marker or something like that to again select something. Now here, actually, I want to make a little change in my GoldWave's settings. Let's see how it goes. Like play all, I can. Okay, fine. I mean, I can press Control A to select all the portion of the audio. Okay, if you want to select everything, like for example, if you want to increase the volume of the whole piano, you can select everything, all the audio by pressing Control plus A. It will select everything. Then you can do something else like copy card, delete, apply effect, anything like that. Okay, now play all, I can just press Ctrl A to select everything, and then I can press the space bar or play selected button and it will play everything.
Excuse me,
now,
sir.
Yes?
Can I ask a doubt?
Yeah, sure.
So actually I have an audio file which is recorded by mobile phone, like Smule or something else, okay? In this, in middle of the audio, there is a message tone, messages came, that sound also be recorded. So I just want to know how to delete. If I select that thing, that line also selected, sir. That song line also selected with that message tone. How can I filter and select that tone only?
Now, if the unwanted tone or unwanted noise is overlapping with your audio, let's say I wanted to record, hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Now see, my noisy piano is getting recorded with my hello. Then you cannot delete that. But let's say I want to record hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? So the piano, which is unwanted in my case, has been played in the middle. So there is no original audio overlapping the noise. In that case, you can just select this piano and you can delete that. But if your message tone or something like that if it is there with your original sound, you cannot delete that. You cannot separate that out, unfortunately. Okay, so what I was telling you, I want to change the play all button from the control properties, because I am thinking now that it will help me in the long run. See what happens. So
Control properties. Just a minute. Device tab.
Yes.
Sorry to butt in here. My battery had run out in between. I lost 2 minutes of your lecture. What is the start and finish marker? Is it the brackets or is it something else?
Yeah, it is the bracket. Left bracket and right bracket.
Play tab.
So it is shift 9 and shift 10. Shift 9 and shift
No,
0.
no. It is left bracket means just right side of the P is left bracket.
Right side of E. Okay.
P for Patna.
Okay.
So
it's not the regular bracket. It's that.
No. That was left parent and right parent, which also we also call fast bracket, and this thing which we also call it second bracket, which is left bracket and right bracket. Okay.
Okay. So this is on the right side of right.
P.
Both are on the right side of P.
Yeah. First you will get the left bracket, and then you'll find the right bracket.
Okay.
Just side by side.
Then the next question is that we to put the bracket, we have to keep listening, and at the point where you want to start, that's where you drop the bracket. Like for example, as you showed, the piano, the beginning of the piano is where you wanted to select to delete. You put the first bracket, left bracket, just before the piano started, and the right bracket will be just after the piano is finished. So that would be, to get it accurately there, you'll have to go back and forth a couple of times, I guess, right?
Yeah, so you can do multiple ways. What I did actually in that time, I did it on the fly. So first I have started the place the rep bracket or start marker, then I press the play button, and on the fly I can imagine, okay, 2-3 seconds I'm getting the noise, and then on the fly while the file is playing, I pressed or dropped the right bracket or the finish marker. Now you can also pause your audio and rewind forward and whatever you would like to do to get the actual portion or position where you want to drop your marker, and then you can drop your thing. Now for this reason I was little confused just before now, because while I'm pausing the audio and I want to play from there, then I was facing issues because my 3 play buttons are play all, which will play from the beginning, and play unselected, which will play the unselected portion, and play selection, which will play the selected portion. Now my selected portion is from the start bracket to the finish end. Okay, I mean until I select manually, until I manually drop anything anywhere, that start marker and the finish marker, it is there at the most beginning, at the most end. So whole file is by default selected. So for example, I have recorded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I have dropped start marker after 5. That means 6 to 10 is now selected, because by default my selection was from 1 to 10. Okay, now the problem I was facing, like I have pressed, let's say I wanted to delete 6, 7, 8, this 3. Now I have pressed the bracket key, left bracket or start marker after 5, before 6, I'm fine. Now I need to drop the finish marker after 8 because I wanted to delete 6, 7, 8. Now I am playing, okay, and after 8 I have paused it. Then if I can pause in the actual field, like after just very after the 8, then fine. But it may not be the case all the time. Maybe I have paused just beginning of 9, so now I have paused it. So I need to get back to my place, I mean between 8 and 9. So I can press the rewind key just to go back little bit, and then I can drop the bracket. Now problem is, if I want to verify that I am in the right position, then I am pressing problem because my play buttons were not supporting me properly. So I am making a change in my configuration for now.
Play 1 loop : checkbox. Play 1 combo box. All.
Play 1 mine was set to all, which I also suggested you.
Selection. Unselect. Continue to finish right brace. Continue to end.
5 of 10.
Now I am selecting continue to end. So it will play from the paused position to the end. It will not prioritize the start marker or finish marker. It will play from the current position to the end. That is something I'm
Enter.
selecting.
File untitled.
See if it works. Now I am
Undo. Time
I have undone the delete, the keyboard noise and all which I have deleted. So let's say I'm again doing the same. So I am dropping the start marker at the very beginning.
Start 0.000.
And then I'm pressing the play button, any play button, or maybe play 1, which will play from the current position to the end. So see, it is playing from the middle. Then I need to rewind. To rewind, I need to press F5. I can pause anytime and I can play again. No, I'm not in the right position. So again, I am rewinding. Again, paused it. Now if I play using the play 1 button, which is play continue to the end. Not in the right position. I'm going back. Now I'm in the right position. Now I can press the right bracket.
Finish 15.350.
Okay. And I can press the delete button. Okay. That way you can do, or you can do on the fly.
15.
If you are smart enough, you can do on the fly. Let's say I know that where my sound is going on. Now I'm again doing one more recording just to make you easy.
New sound. Enter. File on.
And here I'll record some, let's say number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know that after 4, I have recorded the gibberish. So I can, while I'm playing, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have immediately pressed the bracket key to start the marker. So if I now play the using the space bar, I mean play selected audio. 5, 6, 5. So it is playing from current position, I mean from the selection to the end, because my end marker or finish marker is at the very end of the audio. Now what I can do, I can again press the play button and just after this noise I can press the right bracket.
Finish 4.880.
Now see, if I now play the use the play 3 button or space bar, I'll get only the selected portion of the audio, which is fine. Now this portion is selected. Now if I am too conscious, I want to verify whether I have selected correctly, I can press the play 2 button, which is play unselected audio, and it will skip the selected portion and it will play the rest. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is playing perfectly. That means I have selected properly. Now I can press the delete button.
Deleted.
And now I can again go to select the next portion of the audio and find the next noise or whatever I want to do. So there is one more noise. I'll show you again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Start 5.12.
See, after 5 even I have pressed the start marker. Why? It is my practice. It is my workflow actually. You don't need to follow it. What I do now, while I'm playing, I keep pressing the start marker. Okay, you may or may not like it. I keep pressing the start marker. Okay, because I use my spacebar a lot, and I assign my spacebar to play the selected portion of the audio. So you can press your start marker again and again. It will only prioritize the last time I mean, where you have dropped the start marker at the end. Okay, last time at least. So I'm pressing, see, 1,
Start
2,
1.6, start 2
3,
point, start 3
4,
point, start
5,
4.07, start
6,
5.2, start 6.
see, yeah. 7. So this is one more noise. So 7. After this noise, I'll press the finish marker.
Finish
7.
7.0.
So now this portion is selected and I can now delete this.
Deleted.
Okay. So now I'm having a clean count. 1. Not a very cleanest because there is one more key noise at the very beginning. See. So I can delete it. I can press the start marker, or it is already dropped because I have pressed Ctrl A to select everything. So just after this noise, I can press the finish marker, right bracket.
Finish 0.49.
Now I can see. Yeah, this portion is selected. So I can just delete this and now I'm very good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this way you can use your start marker and finish marker to select a particular portion of your audio. Now there are some more hotkeys to remember. Would you like to say anything? I still find that the microphone is unmuted. Yes?
Sir, please, sir. I have a very small query, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, suppose in a recording, I have to delete between 5 and 6. Between 5 and 6, there is a disturbance, and I want to delete it. Okay, sir. So before playing the recording, first I will press the left bracket to start the start marker. Okay.
No, you don't need to press it.
Then
you don't need to press at the beginning. Why I have done so? Because I had noise at the beginning. If you have noise at the very beginning, then you can press your start marker, or by default the start marker is there in the beginning actually. Okay, start marker is there in the very beginning and finish marker is there at the very end of the file.
Okay, sir. So sir, when my recording come to 5, means I have to delete between 5 and 6. So when my recording come to 5, then I will start the start marker. Okay.
Yeah.
Then after covering the disturbance, I will press the finish marker.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. Now you can either
means before 6 I have to press my.
Yeah. After before 5 you need to, if you want to delete 5 and 6, so before 5 start marker, after 6 finish marker. Okay. Now you can do it on the fly. I mean while it is playing, just 4 drop. Okay, you can do it that way if you are smart enough, or you can do 4 and then you paused it. Okay, and if you find that maybe 4 fa, you have paused, not in the right time because you wanted to delete 5 and 6, but you have paused on fa. So 4 fa, you have paused. Now you can press the rewind button to just rewind a little bit. Okay, and then you can again press your start marker, I mean left bracket key. So you are just pressing the left bracket key just before 5, and then you play it once again 5, 6 and pause it, or drop the finish marker on the fly. Okay, and then you can verify it by pressing the play button, play selected button, play selection button. Okay, and it will only play, it should only play 5 and 6, and if you are happy you can just press the delete button to delete that 5 and 6.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can do the rewind and fast forward even after on pause also, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so it doesn't interfere, and then you can also drop the finish marker while you're on pause.
Yes, obviously.
Okay. Thank you.
Now see, there are areas where you need to properly set up your marker, because maybe very small noise. Let's say I want to get rid of the breath noise, so I'm speaking simple Simon, make a payment. So this only I wanted to delete this breath, so it is a very small. So in that time maybe I'll face some issues dropping the marker in the right position, and I need to again maybe rewind and then again drop, again rewind or something like that. Okay, which is some time taking actually. So there are some hotkeys which will help you to do that. Now shift plus left arrow and right arrow will move your start marker. Okay, right arrow means it will move backward direction, right arrow means forward direction, left arrow means backward direction. So for example, now my whole audio is selected. 1, 2, 3.
Start 2.0.
So I have just pressed the start marker before 3, 3, 3, 4, and maybe I'm selecting 3, 4, 5. So I'll drop the finish marker after 5, 3, 4, 5,
Finish
6,
4.900.
3, 4, 5. So 3, 4, 5 I have selected using start and finish marker. Now I am thinking, okay, I want to delete 2, 3, 4, 5, not only 3, 4, 5. Now I need to move my start marker. Now to do that, you can press shift plus left arrow because I want to move the start mark in the backward direction. So if I press it once,
Start 1.9.
3, it has not moved exactly. So I'll press multiple times.
Start 1.5.
2, not exactly.
Start 1.0.
Some more times. 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I have selected 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if I want to again go back to 3, 4, 5, I can press shift plus right arrow.
Start
2, 3, 2, no.
Start
3, 4, 5. So now 3, 4, 5 is selected. So basically you can move your marker, start marker, by pressing left and right arrow. Now the next question is what will be the movement unit? How long it will move if I press shift plus left arrow, for example, once. How many seconds? So see, now the start marker is at some position. By the way, you can press alt shift S if you are using the JAWS script to know the start marker's position.
Start 1.847.
So it is saying start 1.847.
Start 1.847.
Okay. Now I'm pressing shift plus left arrow once, just once.
Start 1.751.
So now it has moved only this much. If I press shift plus right arrow,
Start 1.847.
1.847
Start 1.751.
and 751. 847, 751. Someone can calculate this. How many millisecond actually the start marker is moving. Now there might be situations where you need to move your start marker not so much or maybe very much. Let's say
Time 9.640. Deleted.
I'm deleting this. Again, I'm recording something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So I want to delete this. So I can go there. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. So I'm pressing the space bar and that is coming after the space bar. There is little silence, but I want to delete only that, not any other silence area. So 3. See, I'm pressing it. I'm hitting it so that you can hear my space bar.
Menu bar.
Sorry,
File.
I have hit the wrong key. 3, 3. So there is silence. Now I should move it. Okay, I should move in the forward direction. So I'm pressing shift right arrow.
Start 2.
3, 3, 3,
Start
3, 3. So it is moving.
Start
3. Now it is, see, 3, 3. There is still a little bit of silence. 3, 3, 3. I'm hitting the space bar loudly. 3, 3. So there is little bit of silence which I don't want to delete. I just want to delete that noise. But if I press shift right arrow once more,
Start 2.6.
3. So that is gone. I am just going over the noise. So what is the thing? I need to move the marker in very smaller increments. So maybe 5 milliseconds, maybe 10 milliseconds or so to get the actual position, the proper position. Now to do that, to control the increments of movement of your marker, start marker or any marker, there is the zoom feature. zoom means by default for the sighted person who can see the sound window. How in the screen, not all the windows are visible.
GoldWave.
Not all the
File
windows are
control
visible.
Windows left arrow. Desktop 2. Amrita Singh.
Okay. Just a minute.
Amrita Singh. Amrita
Just a
Singh.
minute.
Amrita Singh. Amrita Singh.
Sorry.
Computer off. Control Windows right arrow. Desktop 3. GoldWave.
Okay. So they cannot see the whole window, whole sound window. So if you have a 1 hour length of audio, they cannot see the whole audio. Now they can zoom in and out to see certain portion, and maybe hide certain portion, something like that. So we can press
Zoomed.
5.3.
Shift up arrow and down arrow to zoom in and out. So if I'm pressing Shift up arrow,
Zoomed.
4.005 seconds.
4.005 seconds. So in one window or in one screen, only 4.00 seconds of audio is visible. What that mean for us? If we zoom
Zoomed.
3.004.
Zoomed.
2.253 seconds.
as low as we will zoom, the marker increments, movement increments will be decreased. So see now, if I press Shift left arrow,
Start 2.6.
3,
Start 2.
3, it is going very slowly.
Start 2.
3,
Start
3. Now I am exactly at the 3. I mean at the noise. So my start marker is in the correct position. Now I need to drop the finish marker. So just after that, so 3.
Finish 2.
See, I have dropped it in the wrong position. So the 3, the of the 3 I have selected. So I need to move my finish marker as well. So I told you the hotkey to move the start marker, which is Shift left arrow and right arrow. Now to move the finish marker in a similar fashion, you will press Control Shift left and right arrow. So Control Shift left arrow will move finish marker in the backward direction. Control Shift right arrow will move the finish marker in the forward direction. Now we need to move the finish marker in the backward direction. So I'm pressing Control Shift left arrow.
Finish 2.853.
Still a little bit of 3 is there.
Finish 2.831.
Now exactly this is selected. So I can press the delete button.
No sound selected.
Hooray, we are done.
Time 6.9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this way you can move your start marker and finish marker slightly left and right or backward or forward direction, and the amount of movement will depend on the zoom ratio. So you can press Shift up arrow to zoom.
Zoomed.
1.690.
Zoomed.
1.267 seconds.
And Shift plus down arrow
Zoomed.
to go to the
1.690
opposite
seconds.
direction.
2.253 seconds.
Okay. Now there are more hotkeys.
Okay, in
Yes.
the similar way, if I pressing Control plus Shift plus down arrow and up arrow, and it will increase and decrease the zoom in and zoom out of finish marker, right?
Selected.
Now Control Shift up and down arrow will do nothing. This zoom is
Okay, so
applicable to start and finish marker both.
both. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And so yeah. Now
Time 6.
there are more hotkeys to control your zoom, more shortcuts. Let's say I am opening a 2 hours long workshop recording. So maybe my zoom ratio is 5 minutes or 10 minutes even. That means if I press, let's say Shift plus left arrow to move my start marker, it will move by 10 minutes. Okay, for example. Now, if I want to press shift plus up arrow, I'll have to press a couple of times, 10 times, 20 times maybe, to go to, very smaller increments like 5 seconds or 1 seconds or maybe 5 milliseconds. Okay. Just to make it very fast, there are some hotkeys starting from shift plus 1.
Zoomed.
0.038792 seconds.
So shift 1, shift 2.
Zoomed.
1.000 seconds.
1.0 second is shift 2, shift 3.
Zoomed.
1.000 seconds.
Zoomed.
1.000 seconds.
Why it is saying the same thing? I don't know. Shift 1, 3 should be little.
Zoomed.
1.000 seconds.
Oh, maybe.
File on time 6.9. Time 6.915. Selected.
Yeah, why it is saying like 1.0 seconds after shift plus 3, even shift plus 4.
Zoomed.
1.00.
Shift plus 5.
1.000.
It is saying the same value. Why? Because my audio is only 6 seconds long. I believe shift plus 2, 3 maybe 10 seconds. Let me turn on the JAWS help. I'll see.
On. Shift plus 3. Zooms to show 10 seconds of audio.
Yeah. So shift plus 1 is.
Shift plus 1. Zooms to display the actual waveform.
It will display the actual waveform according to the pixel of the sound, which is something we may not want all the time. Shift plus 2.
Shift plus 2. Zooms to show 1 second of audio.
1 second of audio. Shift plus 3.
Zooms to show 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Shift plus 4.
Okay, so 1
Shift
seconds
plus
audio
Zooms to show
or
1
10
minute.
seconds audio, which means after pressing shift 2 or shift 3, when we press shift left or right arrow, the marker, the start marker or the finish marker
time 6
will, I mean,
okay, see. I'm showing you. For example, I'm selecting.
Reward 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm selecting shift plus 2.
Zoomed.
1.000.
And I'm moving the start marker.
Start 0.010. Start 0.020. Start 0.030.
Okay. Now I'm selecting. Let me go to my previous piano recording.
File Untitled 2. Time 15.35.
Which is having 15 seconds of audio. So I'm pressing shift plus 2 first.
Zoomed.
1.000 seconds.
So it is 1.0 second. If I move my start marker.
Start 0.010. Start 0.020. Start 0.030.
So it is moving by 1. If I press shift plus 3.
Zoomed.
10.000 seconds.
Now see.
Start 0.000.
Now the start marker is at the beginning.
Start 0.100. Start 0.200. Start 0.300. Start 0.400. Zoom. Start 0.410.
So now it was moving by 10 units. Okay, 10 seconds.
Zoomed. Start 0.510. Start 0.610.
Okay, so the seconds which is mentioned over there, the marker will move by that particular increment. So if it is set like 1 seconds, then if I press shift left and right arrow or control shift and left and right arrow to move my start marker or finish marker, it will go to that direction. I mean by 1 seconds. Okay, if I select 10, it will go like this. You can also select the same from the view menu, if I believe.
Alt V. Menu. Specify all. End. Beginning. Finish end. Vertical zoom. Start home. Vertical zoom out control plus down on. Vertical zoom in. Vertical zoom. 1 hour shift plus 6 unavailable. 10 minutes shift plus 5 unavailable. 1 minute shift plus 4 unavailable. 10 seconds shift plus 3 unavailable. 1 second shift plus 2. Zoom 1. 1 shift plus 1. 1 second shift plus 2. 10 seconds shift plus 3 1 minute shift plus 4 unavailable.
It is saying unavailable because my audio is not longer than 15 seconds. But there is the keys. So you can also do it from your view menu or you can use these hotkeys.
10 minutes shift plus 5 unavailable.
Okay.
Escape. Menu bar.
One
Escape.
quick question
Leaving
here.
menu.
Yeah.
How is this shift up and down is also connected with zooming, and this shift plus 1, shift plus 2, shift plus 3 kind of defines the interval that you want to zoom into. So
Yes.
how do you kind of operate the two together? Meaning how is the two connected with each other?
So
Operationally?
yeah.
Zoomed.
7.500.
Zoomed.
5.625.
Zoomed.
4.219.
Zoomed.
3.164 seconds.
If I select, let's say
time 15.
I have selected the whole audio. Now using shift plus 2.
Zoomed.
1.000 seconds.
I have selected 1.0 seconds. That means if I press my shift left and right arrow, it will move by 1 second. Now I'm pressing shift up and down arrow. Let's say shift down arrow to zoom.
Zoomed.
1.333 seconds.
Zoomed.
1.778 seconds.
Zoomed.
2.370 seconds.
Okay, so it is moving by some increments. Now shift plus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are like quick keys to go directly to that zoom. I can obviously press that key and move to 10 seconds, not maybe exactly 10 seconds, maybe 10 point something.
Zoomed.
7.4.
Zoomed.
15.3.
Zoomed.
11.51.
Zoomed.
8.634 seconds.
So after 8 it is moving to
Zoomed.
11.512 seconds.
11.5. This way, yeah, it is going on. Now shift plus key is like quick keys. If your zoom ratio is set to even 30 minutes, you can press shift plus 2 and it will immediately goes back to 1 second. So it is like quick shortcut, you can say, to set up your zoom, or you can use the shift up and down arrow to move. Okay. Fine. Now
Time 15.35.
some more hotkeys. Shift
सर इसका
plus.
मतलब ये हुआ सर
हाँ.
सर प्लीज
Yeah.
इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि शिफ्ट प्लस 1 और शिफ्ट प्लस 2 शिफ्ट प्लस 3 इनसे मतलब छोटी इंक्रीमेंट्स के लिए हम कीज दबा सकते हैं ना.
Yes.
मतलब है ना.
Up to 10 minutes
और
it is given you. Up to 10 minutes.
जो हम बढ़ाते जाएंगे नंबर तो वो लार्जर इंक्रीमेंट्स होती जाएंगी, है ना. यही
Yes.
आपका मतलब है ना.
Kind of this. Okay. For example, let's say you have a FM radio. Okay. The digital FM radio, where, or maybe the FM radio of your mobile, where you can press your left and right arrow. I'm talking about the classic mobile. Left and right arrow. It will scan your frequency and it will go from, let's say, 108, then 107.2, then 106.4, whatever. So it will basically scan and move from one channel to another. But you listen, let's say, Radio Mirchi very much, and maybe Friends FM or Big FM very much. So you have assigned number 1 key to Radio Mirchi, number 2 key to Amar FM, number 3 key to Big FM, like this. Okay, so you can easily just directly go there. So it's a quick shortcut, quick preset, you can say. By default, it is it's left and right arrow to go to one channel to another. So it is basically go by frequency. But if you want to jump, let's say you are at 108. Now you want to move to 93.5. So you need to press your left arrow a couple of times. So instead of that, as you listen Red FM very much, you can assign 93.5 in your number 1 key. So while you are pressing number 1 key, it will directly take you to the Red FM. Okay. In a similar fashion, the shift and up and down arrow is basically the knob of the radio. Okay. Where you can just go from one frequency to another. Okay. And shift plus 1 to 3 is the quick shortcut. Let shift plus 1 is for Big FM, shift plus 2 is for Red FM, like this. Okay. Now control
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please tell these all shortcut keys will work with the NVIDIA also? Because I have tried, some keys are not working, like shift 1, shift 2, shift 3. That is not working with NVIDIA.
Okay. These all keys are GoldWave keys. So it will work. Only problem you may face, if you, I think if you have the NVIDIA add-on, it should announce. Other than, it will not announce. Like if I press shift plus 1, it is saying shift plus 2. If I
zoomed
1.000.
It is saying zoomed 1.00 second.
I have NVIDIA add-on also, but I think it's not announcing.
So that is kind of the limitation, I mean, of the NVIDIA add-on. But it will work. It will not announce, but it will work, because these all hotkeys which I am telling you, except to know the start marker position, like Alt Shift S I told you. This is the JAWS hotkey to know the start marker's position. This is JAWS own. But shift plus 1, shift plus up, down arrow, these all are GoldWave's own hotkeys. So it will work everywhere. Sighted person can also use that. Okay. Now some more hotkeys to remember. Shift plus home and shift plus end. Shift plus home will take your start marker to the beginning. Okay.
On. Shift plus home moves the start marker to the beginning of the sound file.
Shift plus end.
Shift plus end moves the start marker to the finish marker's position.
It will take the start marker to the finish marker. Obviously, it will not take your start marker to the very end if the finish marker, because it cannot cross finish marker, obviously. So shift plus home means it will take the start marker to the very beginning, and shift plus end means it will take the start marker to the finish marker position. Now, if the finish marker is there in the very end, then fine, it will go to the very end of the file. Okay, for example, let's say I have recorded this class and later on I told you like, okay, so take care everyone, good night, and then I press some keys like stop button and blah blah blah, and these keys, these all are getting recorded as well. So I have opened this file in GoldWave, and when I'm opening this file, that means everything is selected from the very beginning to the end. So I can press shift plus end key. That means my start marker is at the very end, my finish marker is also at the very end. Both are situated, both are located at the very end of my audio. Now I have pressed shift plus left arrow 1 or 2 times, which will take my start marker little before the end, where I should get and some keyboard noise. And when I find just okay, good night, take care, then I press the start marker once again. Then what happened? After the take care, whatever noise is there is now selected. So I can press the delete button to just delete the whole thing. Okay, so that way it is work. So shift home and shift end will take your start marker to the beginning, very beginning, and to the finish marker position. In similar fashion, Control Shift Home will take your finish marker to your start marker's position, because finish marker cannot cross the start marker, so it will not take you to the very beginning. If your start marker is there in the very beginning of your audio, then fine, your finish marker is there in the very beginning of the audio, no problem. Otherwise, it will take you to the start marker's position. The finish marker will go to the start marker's position. Control Shift Home and Control Shift End will take the finish marker at the very end of the audio. Okay, so 2 more hotkeys, Shift plus Home and End. I mean 2 and 2 more, Control Shift Home and End. Shift will take care of the start marker, finish, and Control Shift is taking care of the finish marker. So same thing. See, Shift left and right arrow moving the start marker little forward and backward and forward direction. Shift Home is taking the start marker to the very beginning. Shift End is taking the finish marker to Shift End is taking the start marker to the finish marker's position. And in a similar fashion, Control Shift left and right arrow is moving the finish marker in backward and forward direction. Control Shift Home is taking the finish marker to the start marker's position, and Control Shift End is taking the start marker. Control Shift End is taking the finish marker to the very end of the audio. Okay, and obviously there are some more hotkeys.
Shift plus page up selects from the cursor position to the position that a
Excuse
page
me,
up
sir?
moves you to in the.
Yes.
Also, where can we get all the shortcut keys? But because it is very hard to remember.
Yeah, obviously. Now I'm showing you why you'll get that.
Off.
Just go to the edit menu, Alt.
Menu bar. File. Edit.
E. Alt plus E you can also press and go there.
Menu. Edit. Redo. Delete. Undo. Redo. Cut. Copy. Paste. Paste itself. Paste. New. Mix. Crossfade. Override. Replace. Delete. Trim sub. Mute. Shift. Inserts. Blended. Find. Select view. Select all. Select view. Control plus W. Select all. Control plus A unavailable. Selection sub menu.
S.
So if you go to the selection sub menu, I believe.
Set. Shift plus E. Previous shift plus. Move start to elapsed left bracket.
M.
Move start to elapse left bracket.
Move finish to elapsed right bracket.
F.
Move finish.
Move start to finish shift plus end.
O.
Move start to beginning shift plus home unavailable. Move finish to start shift plus control plus home. Move finish to end shift plus control plus end
So
unavailable.
from there you can just manually do it, or you can also remember the hotkey. I will suggest you to remember the hotkey. It is a little tough for beginning because so many hotkeys to remember.
Escape.
But it will
Menu bar.
give you more flexibility and speed of work.
Leaving menus. File. Escape.
Okay, so that is something for the selection. Yeah.
Is there that keys which you told shift plus left bracket? Shift plus right arrow and left arrow, because I have seen, but I think there is no that key shift left arrow and right arrow moves the star marker position.
Yeah, it is there. It is there.
It is there. Okay.
Edit. Effect. Menu. Menu bar. Redo. Delete. Effect menu. View menu. Specify. Selection. Preset shift. Selection.
S.
Preset. Previous shift plus P. Follow. Zoom in shift. Zoom out shift. Zoom 10. Zoom 1. 10 seconds. 1 minute shift. 10 minutes. 1 hour shift. Vertical zoom all shift plus. Vertical zoom. Vertical zoom. Start home. Finish end.
F.
Beginning control plus home. End control plus end. All.
A.
Specify. Selection.
S.
It is under the edit menu or somewhere.
Effect menu.
I have seen it.
Edit menu.
Okay.
Cue points. Channel. Selection submenu. Set. Shift plus. Previous shift plus. Move start to elapsed left bracket. Move finish to elapsed right. Move start to finish shift plus end. Move start to beginning shift plus home unavailable. Move finish to start. Move finish to end shift. Store selection range shift plus M. Recall selection range. Snap to 0 dash cross. Set dot shift plus E. Previous
No,
channel
sir, there is
submenu.
no.
Cue point submenu. Undo record control.
Yeah,
Escape.
there is in
Menu
the
bar.
edit menu
Escape.
this
Leaving
hotkey is
menus.
not there, but this hotkey is attached to the keystroke guide. Now one more thing which I want, actually I thought to tell you while we'll discuss about the effects. Now
Yes.
the hotkeys list which I have sent to you in the email is the default hotkeys. Now I have added some more hotkeys, just for ease of use. Okay, so you can also add your own hotkeys. So if you open the text box, that text file, GoldWave keyboard.txt or something like that, you'll find that some options in some functions like record, control plus F9, it is written there. But in some functions, there is no hotkey attached. So you can manually type that hotkey over there in the proper manner. Okay, and then you can load your hotkey file, that txt file, in your GoldWave, and it will remember your new hotkeys. Or you can ask me and I'll share my own hotkeys list which I have added. Okay, that also I can do for you if you prefer that way. Okay, but there the txt file will get all the hotkeys, and you can even change the hotkeys if
Sir,
you want.
how the file will be uploaded to GoldWave?
Okay, now you need to go to the options menu, Alt plus O.
Alt O. Menu.
Or you just press Alt and press right arrow a couple of times, and then from there you need to select keyboard.
Color control file keyboard dot.
Enter.
Leaving menus. Keyboard options dialog. Find edit.
Okay.
Alt plus F.
And in the keyboard option, if you press tab,
Edit. OK. Cancel. Help. Defaults. Load.
Alt plus L.
there's the load button, Alt plus L. So if you press that button, a standard open file dialog will come up. And you need to select your txt file from there. And then you just need to press the OK button. Okay. And if anytime you want to go back to the defaults, you can press the default button. Okay.
Escape. File untitled 2.
So, excuse me.
Yeah.
When we will upload that text file, then what it will do?
You can just go to the options menu, then choose keyboard, and from the keyboard options.
No. I am
Sorry?
saying after uploading that file, what we will get the benefit for this?
Let's say there is a function which you use quite often.
Yeah.
And you want to assign a hotkey because the hotkey is not given for that function. Okay, you can assign a hotkey. Okay, then you can easily perform this. For example, equalizer, a very useful effect. So there is no hotkey to open the equalizer. But in my case, I can just press Ctrl Shift E and
equalizer dialog. Presets edit combo.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
File untitled.
So in my my keyboard assignment, I have attached hotkeys for all the available effects. Okay.
Okay, so we can change. We
So can you
set
share
according
your
to us.
file?
Yeah. Okay. I'll share.
share
I'll
the
share
file?
my file to you in the email.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you in
Thank you
advance.
so much, sir.
Yeah.
Is there a when you create these text files for uploading, is there a particular format in which you have to write these text files?
Yeah. There's a particular format. You can, if you read this, you can easily know the thing. Simple. Like there is, for example, record equals and nothing. That means there is no hotkey attached. So you can just after the equal sign, you can type Control plus R. Okay. CTRL plus R. You need to type. Now, if there is shift, then you need to type the shift, then plus CTRL. Let's say I want to record by Control Shift R. So I need to type after the equal sign shift plus CTRL plus R. And then save the txt file. So that is the format only. In case of control, you just type CTRL, not the full CONTROL. Just type CTRL. And if there is shift attached with the control, just type the shift first, then plus, then CTRL, then plus, then the hotkey.
Okay, so that txt file which we will upload in GoldWave, it will work only in GoldWave.
मेरी class चल रही है ना?
It will upload. It will work only in GoldWave.
Yes.
We will upload.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is for only for the GoldWave.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. We will get. Yeah.
Fine.
File untitled.
Okay. So that's about the selection and all, there is one more selection method which you can use,
Wow.
where you can enter the value manually. Okay, in some cases it is actually helpful. Okay, and I'll show you later why. In the meantime, you may think, okay, there's no point of typing the value manually. For example,
Time 15.350.
I have pressed Control A, so the whole time is selected, all 15 point something seconds. Now I can press Shift plus E for elephant.
Set selection. Time-based range radio button checked.
2 of 2.
So
Alt
there are
plus.
two selection method. So if you please mute your microphone. So there is
time-based range radio button check 2 of 2.
Time-based range, which we use actually.
Help. Time-based sample-based range radio button check.
And there is sample-based. We don't use the sample-based thing because it is a little tough for us to know the sample and all. So I'll again go back to
time-based range radio button check.
Time-based range. Now if I press tab,
start : edit 0 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds 00000.
So you can see my start time is 0 hours 0 minutes 0 seconds 000. So they have even divided 1 second into multiple part. So if I press like home key and press left and right to see
0 0 colon 0 0 colon 0 0 period 0 0 0 0 0 blank
1
0
2
0
3
0
4
0 0
5. So 00 colon 00 dot 00000. Okay, so that is the time, I mean the start position, and basically 0. And if I press tab,
combo box finish colon,
and then there is a combo box which says finish, and then if I press tab,
edit 0 hours 0 minutes and 15 seconds 35,000.
So 15 seconds and 35,000 whatever it is, they have divided 1 seconds into multiple parts. I don't know whether it is milliseconds or not. It's the finish marker. Now I can even now type, instead of 15 I can just type 10 and 000. That means 0 seconds to 10 seconds is selected. See,
0 0 colon 0 0 colon 1 5 period.
So I'm deleting 5
5 0
and typing 0. So
3 5 0 0 0 blank 0 0
3 5 I'm deleting
0 5 3.
Sorry, so I'm typing 0 0 0 0. So now
edit 0 hours 0 minutes and 10 seconds 00000.
So I have exactly selected from the beginning to the 10 seconds, up to 10 seconds. And
range alignment non-radio button checked.
3 of 3.
There's range alignment as well, which we don't need actually unless you are dealing with the samples. So I can just press the enter key.
Enter. File Untitled 2.
Now if I want to see my start marker, I can see by pressing Alt Shift S. It is a JAWS key.
Start 0.000.
And I can also check the finish marker's position by pressing Alt Shift F.
Finish 10.000.
Okay. So Alt Shift S for start marker. Yes.
What is the shortcut keys to check the start marker and finish marker for NVDA?
Now NVDA, I don't think there is a hotkey to know. There is a hotkey to know the total time. Okay.
Oh.
Now the hotkeys which are available, I'm telling you. The hotkeys are Control Shift P to know the play position. In NVDA, I'm telling you. In using the NVDA add-on. Control Shift P to know the play position, and then Control NVDA 1 to Control NVDA 3. There are some options. I forgot, maybe Control NVDA 2 for total length of the file. And like this. So just press Control NVDA 1, 2, 3 and see what is NVDA telling you right now. Okay, so you can just come to know. In JAWS, there are some more hotkeys to know the value. Like I have showed you, Alt Shift S to know the start marker's position.
Start 0.0.
So S for start, easy to remember. Alt Shift is the modifier. Alt Shift F, finish.
Finish 10.000.
And the duration of the file, I mean selection, not the file. Now we have 15 seconds of audio in total, but we have selected only 10 seconds. So to know the duration starts with D. So I can press Alt Shift D.
Duration 10.000.
So it will announce the duration of the selection. Again, these are GoldWave's hotkey. Sorry, JAWS hotkey, not GoldWave's hotkey. Okay. So S for start marker. Yes.
I have checked in NVDA. 1 is for channel, 2 is for the track duration, and 3 I am not able to understand.
Okay, I'll launch
Because-
NVIDIA after some time. I'll see.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah. So S for Alt Shift S start marker.
Start 0.000.
Alt Shift F finish marker.
Finish 10.000.
Alt Shift D to know the duration of the selection.
Duration 10.000.
And I believe Alt Shift T to know the total time of your file. Not the selection of the total file of the time duration of the file.
Time 15.350.
Yes, Alt Shift T total. Okay.
Remaining 0.000.
And it Alt Shift R for remaining time. Okay. So let's say I have placed the start marker at 5 seconds and my audio is 15 seconds. So it will tell that like 10 seconds remaining. Okay. So see, S start, D duration, F finish, T total, R remaining. Just add Alt plus Shift with that. Okay. And it will tell you. Now just to quickly, I'm just
unloading JAWS.
Launching NVDA.
Sir, one quick question.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, the
Taskbar.
edit box, the shortcut which you used to select the file from 0 seconds to 10 seconds, was it Shift E?
Yes. Shift.
Launch the dialog box.
Yeah.
GoldWave. Untitled 2.
Okay.
Now see.
15.350. Select all. 15.350.
So Control Shift.
Input help on. CTRL plus Shift plus P. Announces the current audio position in seconds. Left control.
Announce the audio position in seconds. Okay. So Control Shift P. Control NVDA 1 will announce the number of channels.
CTRL plus NVDA plus 1 announces the audio channel you are editing.
Audio channel. Okay. And Control Caps Lock 2.
CTRL plus NVDA plus 2 announces total length of the audio track.
Total length of the audio track. Control
Left
Shift
control.
3.
CTRL plus NVDA plus 3 announces a summary on audio selection info such as selection duration.
And Control Shift 3 will tell you the duration of the selection. Just like Alt Shift D in case of our JAWS. Okay.
CTRL plus NVDA plus 4 announces audio zoom level.
And Control and NVDA plus 4 will announce the zoom level.
Left control. CTRL plus NVDA plus 5.
No more. So Control NVDA 1 to Control NVDA 4 is a set of hotkeys, and Control Shift P, and there is one more hotkeys.
Shift plus NVDA plus S announces the current selection in edit controls and documents. If there is no selection, it says so.
No.
NVDA plus 1.
There was one more. Yeah.
Command announcement off. Command announcement on.
One more hotkeys in NVDA. That is NVDA plus Shift plus C. It will
command announcement off.
Turn command announcement off. For example, I am pressing the start marker and finish marker. It is not saying start 000, finish 00, something like that. Okay.
Untitled 2 pane focus.
And again, you can press the same key. Shift NVDA C.
Command announcement on.
It will again start announcing.
Start 0.760. Finish 2.200.
Like this.
Select all.
Okay.
Exit NVDA type.
So these are only the
one more query. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Sir, while
JAWS profession
like JAWS, in JAWS, when we will press insert and insert home, and it will show us like that start marker is from the 0.00 end marker. Then, but in NVDA, it's not showing. When I am pressing Control Shift end and Shift home, I'm not getting anything. It's nothing showing.
Yeah. Actually, the JAWS script is very largely developed for GoldWave for a long period of time. Okay, NVIDIA run is there, but it is not very much developed.
Portrait.
Yeah, so that is why it is not giving you more info like what JAWS is giving to you. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I get confused. Okay, no problem. Hello, I will use this.
Yes.
सर हम लोग कंफ्यूज हो रहे हैं जॉज और एनवीडीए के चक्कर में कंफ्यूज हो रहे हैं आप बेशक एनवीडीए जॉज के हिसाब से बताइएगा थोड़ी दिक्कत कम होगी
Okay, no problem. But yeah, if someone is using NVIDIA, I should tell the hotkeys also.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
I want to ask you. I pressed Shift plus NVIDIA plus C. Then my NVIDIA is saying you need to in sound window to toggle the command announce.
Where you are? Are you in GoldWave's sound window?
Yes,
or somewhere else?
No, I mean, actually, I am home page of GoldWave.
No. So you are not in the GoldWave own window. Okay, you should be in the GoldWave's own window. I mean, sound window where you can just play, pause, and all record. Then this key will work.
Right.
Okay. Now again,
File Untitled.
coming back to JAWS, just to recap the keys: Alt Shift S, start marker. To know the start marker's position, Alt Shift D, the duration of the selection, Alt Shift A, the finish marker's position, Alt Shift T, total time, Alt Shift R, remaining time. Okay, these are the hotkeys. Now one more thing, please mute your microphone, please. Now one more thing, in JAWS,
So Alt Shift C is for the channels, right?
Alt Shift C.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
For the checking channels.
Yes.
Channels you're recording.
Yeah. If the channel you are editing, actually, Alt Shift C will announce. Like,
yes,
it is saying both in my case. Okay, so I'm editing both the channel.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. Okay. Now, yeah. So one more thing is, while let's say you are saving a big file and it is taking time. Okay, or you are doing something and GoldWave is taking like processing. In that time, you can press Alt Shift T and it will tell you the remaining time to process the particular operations. Like you are saving a 2 hours long file, it is saying saving something percent, or whatever it is. And if you press Alt Shift T, it will announce like 1 minute 57 seconds remaining, something like that. Okay, so you can just press the same key in the position progress window as well to know the remaining time. In that case, Alt Shift R will not work. Alt Shift T will work. Okay.
8:47 p.m.
Now, yeah, that is end for today from my side. Now, if you have any question to ask, okay, feel free to ask me, and then we will end this.
So can we have some assignments so that we can practice?
Yeah.
Or
Yes, obviously. I was about to tell the thing the last.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, I just want to thank you for the presentation you have made, and it was very useful, and we really gained from it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, Pradip, so what is happening? Like, we are just losing the network connection, and we are just missing your sessions. So it will be I will be very glad if you send the recordings.
Okay.
but actually the
8:47
session
p.m.
is so
Thursday,
informative
February
and
18th.
it's very difficult to
Thursday,
recall
February
everything.
18th.
Sir, excuse me, sir. I need to say goodbye, sir. I need
Yeah,
to do something.
Yeah, no problem.
Sir.
Okay, so regarding
Thank
the
you, sir.
recording,
I already get your
Yeah.
lesson, sir. Yes, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, then.
Recordings you'll receive after the training.
Yeah, I was.
So one small request.
Please.
So one small request.
Yeah.
If it's possible, like since GoldWave is also available in phones nowadays, so I know it's not part of the lessons which you have designed for us, but still, if you can speak a little bit about the phones, the
Not
system.
possible.
Which is
Okay.
on phone.
Okay. No. Yeah.
If
No.
it's possible.
Yeah. No.
Promised it.
No. I'm telling you. I'm not promising you.
Actually, it is possible, sir. Actually.
No. Just listen. I'm not promising you people because I have never used GoldWave in Android. So, but what I'll do, I'll install GoldWave and play some
In
more
iOS
with it.
recently it has come,
Okay.
sir.
And after the very end of this course, if I find that okay, I am matured enough to show you something in the phone, then I will give you a demonstration of how to use this thing. Okay.
Because sir, I'll tell sir, actually I use iPhone. Okay, so I explored GoldWave, and the features seem to be quite similar, like what we are learning here: start marker, finish marker, the same thing I saw in the app. So features are quite similar. So if it is possible, please.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So you are forcing me to install GoldWave in my phone. No, I'm telling in a positive manner.
Actually,
Okay.
we are not forcing, just we are
It is
requesting
not so
from you.
tough on the phone.
No, I mean, I mean to say encouraging me. Sorry for the forcing. I meant to say encouraging me actually. Okay. So yeah.
हमें पता है आप ये कर लेंगे.
Yeah.
I think
And
the assignment should be
keep forcing me. Okay.
Because the lessons are so It's just an idea, sir. The lessons are so interesting. Like I am loving it. So
Yeah, thank you.
so that's why.
Yeah, and let me take the opportunity quickly to advertise myself. So I also give training in Reaper, one-to-one training. So if you want to, learn more about Pro Studios stuff and
Sure.
work in a Pro Studio,
Sir,
you can just get it.
we'll like to have training in Reaper also. Yes.
Yeah, but that will not be done in the workshop because that is something I do one by one.
No
Yeah.
problem.
So if you are someone who is interested, yeah, just get in touch. Okay. So yeah, I didn't want to take the opportunity to advertise myself.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, one more little assignment for you. Actually, I was supposed to tell the same thing at the very end. We are already out of the time. So I want you people, please send me recording. I mean, I want to see like you can record properly or not, and whether you are accepting
Sir,
the
what shall
proper
we record? Any particular
anything you want.
thing to be recorded?
Anyone. If you can sing, you
record
can
any song and send
recite
it.
poem, you can say
Yeah.
something, play something, no problem. Whatever you like to do.
So only
Okay.
just the recordings.
Yeah, only the recordings. Let's say you are making the raw recording, no post processing. Okay. You
Sir,
will even not.
I'm having a bit of doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm having a doubt regarding speaker, sir. Which sort of speaker do we need to use while recording? Actually, that doubt I am having from many days actually.
Speaker.
I was recording in, but it is coming. Volume is quite low. I heard a volume.
हेडफोन लगा के रिकॉर्ड करो यार, क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
I
Okay.
won't use headphones.
Okay, so you now you want a recommendation about the microphone, suggestions
Yes, sir.
about
Yes, sir.
the
Absolutely.
yeah. Okay, I'll give you, no problem. Okay. So yeah, let me tell you about the assignment. So just send me your raw recording. For example, you are recording yourself, so you have checked your recording, you are satisfied, your peak value is almost right. So send me your recording, and I want to listen it. And if I have any suggestions for you to make, like positioning your microphone, like if you don't have the proper peak value and all, I will get back to you regarding that. And I want you,
Okay, sir.
all the people,
Sure, sir.
to get
Sir, what
to
is the
record it.
deadline?
Should
Sir,
be
what is the last
before
date
the
for
next
assignment?
next session. Before the next session.
Okay.
And
Sure,
so
sure.
what would be the duration of the recording? Like
Whatever you want.
Yes,
Okay,
1 minute
but
or
please
okay.
list
Sir,
not less than
So
1 minute,
the
please. Not less than
Okay,
1
sir.
minute.
sir, the mode of sending.
Okay, mode of sending.
To
Email.
mail.
You can email me, you can
Email.
send me via
Email.
WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever you prefer.
Sir, do one
very
thing, sir.
good.
Just create one group.
So
sir.
WhatsApp
It
Yes,
will
group
be
sir.
will be
easy
Yes,
the
sir.
to
That
best.
would be a
streamline.
better
Yeah.
idea actually.
Okay, no problem. I'll create the
We
WhatsApp
can
group.
send.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
create the WhatsApp group today. Okay, and tonight I will send you the invitation
Absolutely.
via
It
email.
works a lot.
It will
And
be very easy for us, and we can also ask our queries if
Yeah,
we
sure,
have
sure,
anything.
sure.
And it's a
Sure,
great
sure.
idea
Leave your
actually.
WhatsApp number on my email.
if you create WhatsApp and nobody can copy there actually, sir. No one can copy. It's easy actually,
Yeah. Yeah. So what I'll do
Can I
today.
get your attention, please?
Yeah, sure,
So
sure.
Pradip sir, ask for the questions if any question is there.
I wanted to ask that how to actually route the JAWS or any screen reader sound to our microphone.
Okay. So see, I'm going to the JAWS options. In my case, I'm using laptop layout. So Control Shift Caps Lock J, or you can press Insert plus J.
JAWS context menu. Options submenu.
So by default, I'm in Options submenu. I can press up and down arrow, or I can press the letter U to go to the Utilities submenu.
U. JAWS tandem submenu.
And there also I can press up and down arrow, or I can press the letter O.
Sound card submenu.
And I'm getting sound card submenu. If I open that,
Windows default sound card checked.
it is saying Windows default sound card checked. Now I have multiple sound cards over there.
Main output left paren 3-5. Headphone amp left paren. Speakers left paren. Additional output left paren 3. Front headphone 1
So
left.
whatever I'll choose, okay, for example, if I choose the headphone amp, then you cannot hear my JAWS. Only I can hear. So from using this method, you can route your JAWS to some where else apart from your default
So which
audio
option
output.
here we will use, like front
Leaving
and back?
menus.
There are
Task
multiple
switching.
options.
GoldWave.
right?
In that sound card submenu.
Yes, yes, sir.
Now, for example, it is by default respecting your default sound card. So for example, in laptop, if you connect your headphone, the JAWS goes to the headphone output. Let's say you have connected your headphone, but you want your JAWS output from your laptop speaker. So then you can choose your laptop speaker from that menu. It depends
Yeah,
on you.
that's good.
Okay.
Sir,
For example, you have an
this option
external
is
sound
available
card.
in NVIDIA also.
Yeah. NVDA, you can go to the select synthesizer dialog like control caps lock S,
yeah.
and if you press tab once, you'll get the box to select your preferred sound card.
Choose audio output level.
Yeah.
Yes. That one.
Yeah,
Then
from
one
there you
more
can.
final question, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Which was
sir.
the
Thank you, sir.
synthesizer you are using in JAWS?
Oh, that is actually, this is a VST synth actually I'm using, Complete Control KK49. Okay. And yeah, so the sound is actually not the keyboard sound, is the sound is coming from my PC. And I'm showing you.
Control Amrita Pradip Chandra Sikdar. Left control webcam.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, that's what synthesizer.
GoldWave.
Synthesizer.
This VST plugin says
Go to
only
instruments
for
left
GoldWave.
OBS 2
Yeah,
6.
it is
Go
there.
to instruments left
If anybody wants, I
one
will
violin.
share to you. It is there with me. Plugins is there with me.
So no, these
But I want to know whether you're using 64-bit or 32-bit.
Okay, I'm using 64-bit and I'm using vocalizer synthesizer. My main voice is Sumantha, and also I'm using some more voice of vocalizer to announce some other stuff like tutor message and all. Okay, and I thought
that's what. Actually, I tried that one. Sumantha is there with me. It is coming nice.
I thought you were asking about my team. Yeah. Sorry.
We have purchased it, right? Right?
Yeah. No, vocalizer, it is free for use with JAWS. But I am actually using the compact version. I very much like the compact version because there are premium, high premium, all, and I don't like the sound. First of all, second of all, it takes a lot of storage space, and it also takes a lot of RAM. Though I'm having 32 GB of RAM, that's not an issue. But still, I don't like the voice of the premium and high premium. I better go with the compact one. It sounds good because if you want to, let's say, it is obviously a debatable thing. People like eloquence very much, which I did before. Yeah, the pronunciation is quite good in terms of synthesizer, but the thing is, it is having so much bass. So if you want to work with your PC or laptop for a long period of time, you will having ear fatigue, which is not good for your health. Okay, so that is why I use a thinner type of voice, whether it is male or female. That's not a big issue, but thinner type of voice which I can use for a long period of time.
Okay, so this is your logic. I mean,
yeah, this is my logic.
This also.
Yeah. And for microphone as well, I am very selective in that area. Like, see, I am talking to you for 2 hours. You people are so patient. You have so much patience that you are listening to me. Now, I can speak you like, okay, so I am having a very good bassy voice. I can speak like this. But if I take my lesson in this voice for a long period of time, so open JAWS, open Gold. So it will be like someone is like hurting your ears forever. If I had to record any promo, voiceover, stuff like that, I'll go that route. Yeah, but I maintain the distance, so it sounds like I am in front of you. Okay, and you can just stay with me for 2 hours long. It's not a easy job, staying with someone for 2 hours in this virtual situation. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so basically, sure, go ahead.
Sir, actually, so suppose we have a piano and we want to record the sound of the piano with GoldWave. So, what difference it makes if we, without connecting it with the GoldWave, we just play it and we start the recording, or if the wiring thing of the piano, if we connect with the laptop and then we start the recording. Is it the clarity which is the difference?
It's a lot, not only the clarity, because first of all, the microphone which you get with your laptop is not very good quality. It doesn't capture all the frequency range. Second thing, laptop does a little bit of noise reduction, which is good for normal usage like this, talking to someone for this. But piano or anything else, vocal, when you are recording, you want the actual quality of the sound, so you are not getting that. Then you don't have the proper room. Maybe you are having a room where there's lot of room reflection sound. Okay, so your microphone will capture everything, and I'm obviously you'll obviously get the other noise. Okay, if someone is talking or something like that, maybe finger noise or anything like that. So the best option, if you don't have proper microphone, use the cabling method. That will give you, much more clarity and everything, actually the whole frequency range. For example, this violin. Now, if I record it in normal, if I play it in the speaker and record it, obviously not going to get this thing. And another thing is, for example, this piano.
Two children choir.
Or this choir. I'm playing a choir sound. Now, if you can use the proper cable, you will get the stereo sound. For example, this choir. See. This stereo, if you have turned on your original sound in Zoom, you'll get this stereo sound which you can record. Now, piano is obviously a stereo instrument.
3 dramatic arms, 0 items. 4 Jupiter arms, 0 items.
So, if you use your microphone, you'll not get this effect, this stereo effect. Yeah, if you have proper studio, a pair of microphone, like 2 microphones, then you can only capture this thing.
Okay. Great, sir.
So yeah, what else before I sign off?
F12.
So your assignment, you just record something. The duration should be minimum 1 minute. Okay, don't do any kind of post processing, and don't feel shy. Okay, my recording is not that great, and someone will listen it. Not that way. Okay, we all do mistakes. Okay, and I'll try to figure it out, whatever the problem you are facing and something like that.
Sir,
so that is kind of our
can
first lesson.
we do your introduction there in that recording simply? Yes.
Whatever you can do, just speak out, play anything, whatever you would like to do.
It should be in the duration of 1 minute.
If I will send the recording and the assignment via email, is there any problem?
No problem. You can send me via WhatsApp, via email.
Because I will record with my PC, then it is easy to send.
No problem. To you. No problem.
Absolutely. Sir, just tell your email ID once, sir. Just.
Okay. So you can send me at info.
One more thing I wanted to ask you.
Yeah. Just let me tell the email ID, and then you'll ask. My email ID is info@pradipsikdar.com, which is info@pradipsikdar.com. info@pradipsikdar.com. Okay. Yeah, someone was asking me.
DAR.
Yeah, DAR, SIKDAR.com. Someone was asking.
From where we get the reminder message.
Yeah, you can use that email ID as well. pradipsikdar@gmail.com. That spelling is PRADEEPSIKDAR@gmail.com. You can send in that email address as well, from where you are getting the announcement. Reminders.
Yeah, Pradip, excuse me.
Yeah.
I have a question. Actually, I was waiting for a long time to express my confusion. I don't know. My question is, can we manage the rhythm via GoldWave? I'm getting you an example. Suppose we are recording in a rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So after 4, I have a sound like this. So I want to delete the sound. Okay. So if I delete the sound, then I can listen the all recording after deleting the sound. So since the sound was since the sound was in a rhythm, so after deleting the sound, when I will listen the whole recording, then I think that the whole recording is damaging our rhythm. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I got your
I think
problem. Okay. The feature you want actually, it is called Metronome. Now, unfortunately, GoldWave doesn't have Metronome. It is there in Reaper or any other digital audio workstation. So that feature is not available. So you have to solely depends on your start marker and finish marker. What you can do, after selecting the portion which you want to delete, play unselected portion of the audio by play 2 button. Okay, and see whether it is coming at the proper rhythm. If it is not, then move your start or finish marker to perfectly match that. The feature you are telling, it is obviously available, but not in GoldWave, in Reaper.
GoldWave. Sure. Thank you.
Pradip,
Yes.
hello.
Yes.
I have a confused. Actually, I just wanted to know: is there any serious difference between the word song and track?
No, now track is used in multiple ways. Okay, so you can obviously say track instead of song, and that is kind of someone who is very much in the literature field can describe properly. In normally we use the letters the word song, but other than that, while doing the sound designing stuff, we use the term track very much. Okay, especially in the digital audio workstation where you have multiple tracks. Okay, so I can layer something. Okay, let's say I have played piano part and then I want to add violin with that, then I want to add some cinematic effect with that. So these all which I'm recording is one track. Okay, so in the sound designing or sound engineering, we use the term track very much, but normally people use song.
Then what about music? Is it same?
Music is it is music means everything, no? So everything which has a kind of tune or rhythm or anything like that. So it's a vast area. Music is a vast area.
We have
Where
we
should
have
I
a
be able
misconception.
to find the turn on the original sound option in Zoom? Actually, I am using it in my PC.
Okay, so from the Zoom settings, you just go to the audio tab, and from there you'll get an option, something like show original sound in the meeting window or something like that. You need to check that box first, and then if you come to the meeting, there will be turn on original sound. Okay, so before I sign off, just quickly 3 things.
9:07
2
p.m.
reminders. 1, please send me your assignment, which is your recording. 2, I'll send you the invitation link via email to the for the WhatsApp group. So if you wish, you can join using that invitation link. And number 3, which is a good news for you, that we will be uploading the first 2 sessions of the GoldWave workshop in the next week after Monday. Okay.
Pradip, I have a question.
Yeah.
Will you send any reminder message? I mean, any alert message to reminding us so that we can know that when we will have to send the assignment.
No, the time is up. I mean, time is starting from now. So before the next session,
it's our own time.
Yeah, before the next session, you just send me your assignment. So you have 1 week of time. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you very much for
where you are
joining
going
me.
to upload the 2 uploaded files? It means first session and second session. Where you are going to upload that, sir?
Okay, fine. Thank you for asking. Now I'll upload it in my YouTube channel, which is called Techno-Farm. And after uploading, I'll send you people the link of that channel. Okay, so you can just go there and listen the video, or you can subscribe the channel, so in future you don't miss anything. Okay, so there is a channel called Techno-Farm where I'll be uploading this thing.
TECHNOFORM, Techno-Farm.
FARM.
FARM, nice.
Yeah.
Techno-Farm, nice.
I think there is only one YouTube channel. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe there, but you should get. Last I have uploaded.
No. If you will search in the same name, Techno-Farm, I think you will get the YouTube channel, which have 384 maybe or 94 subscribers.
Yeah, last a couple of workshop you'll get recording we'll get on basics of networking for the visually impaired. It is in Bengali, So you'll find the last couple of files like basics of networking session 10, basics of networking for the visually impaired session 9 and stuff like that. Okay, or just
Okay, sir, nice.
I'll send you the link of the channel after
Okay, sir,
uploading.
sure.
Okay, so yeah, good night, take care of everybody. See you in
Thank
the
you so much, sir.
WhatsApp
You
group
too.
and
So
the
much,
next class.
sir.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Control
Hello.
Windows left arrow.
Audio now unmuted.
Yes.
Hello.
Alt tab.
Yes.
Obs 2
Sir,
6
actually,
0
I
2
want
Alt
to
tab.
ask.
Go
I
to
have a
instruments left bracket.
software
Alt tab. Obs 2 6.
called
Yes.
Keyboard Music. But if I play the software, I am using the software,
Windows.
the keys will respond some late.
Yeah, that is obvious because it is giving you latency. Okay, so because you don't have proper sound card actually, so if you want to use any kind of MIDI instruments or something like that with your default sound card, it may give you some latency. Okay, it is quite normal actually.